Kyrie Irving along two, and that breaks.
So you love that about Kyrie. When he's competitive defensively, when you add to what he does offensively, what a force he is.
A defensive breakdown for the Nets as Landry Shamet got caught under the basket, and he was no match for DeAndre Ayton. Back the other way, though, Irving. DeAndre Jordan. Kyrie Irving with a spin move, lost control, and here's Booker, the outlet from Ayton. Gets to the rim, and it's
filled an awful lot of holes for this Brooklyn Nets team. Multi-positional.
Gliding to the goal, another bucket for this.
Good presence of mind, though. Shot clock dwindling. Kale had eyes on the clock.
That ain't what we're going for. And Booker told me he feels the same way. He said the goal is not to win in the first round, not to win in the second round, but
just about every team that he has gone to, and then the effect that he has had on that team when he leaves that franchise. What's left behind is Ayton gets Harris caught on a switch. They lob it to the front of the rim, and Ayton lays it in. Easy cruise to the lane.
How about the Suns team will take on the hottest team in the league? It is late April, and the Knicks are on a 9-2
in either direction for you for Coach of the Year in the NBA. They both have to be, I would think, on anyone's, say, top 3 or 4 on the ballot.
I don't think there's any question, and obviously you...
Booker answers at the other end.
Ready. Game looks like it comes so easy to Devin Booker.
Speaking of which, Kyrie Irving. Again, a size advantage inside. Taps his own miss in. He's got a Bam Adebayo, something like that. Giannis in Milwaukee, and obviously Joel Embiid. That the Nets are really going up at some point today, but this supporting cast for the Nets has done yeoman's work in the absence of the big three. Tyler Johnson from the...
Which is the second of the now 3 times in 874 games Kevin Durant has played and then not started. Nice drive by Craig. Defensive 5th Toronto game was they wanted to use the majority of the minutes available to KD in the second half should they need it.
And we see relying on these fringe players to play such key minutes for them, Bob.
Well, they've had a lot of different stay-ready groups.
Already, everything worth having is on the other side of hard, and Kyrie Irving has been going hard. How are you looking to contain him moving forward?
So, 27 that Brooklyn has on the board so far. Almost.
Got a young guard right in front of him trying to contend with DeAndre Ayton. There was the point Monte made to Malika.
And there's the matchup at the other. Take advantage of the mismatch. Carter for 3. Knocks it down from straightaway 3. Chris Paul coming back the other way. He'll take a step back from the elbow and knock it down. Griffin, fake the pass, thought about a 3. Underneath the rim, he's set.
You know, he's over 3 per game. It's when he first returned from the Achilles, to me, it was the last piece of his game that came back was the passing.
Nice spin move by DeAndre Ayton as he bodied up Kevin Durant. That's his 5th bucket. Paul slips a pass to Ayton. He shovels one to a cutting Cam Johnson.
He's a shot maker. He can stretch the defense. He's long. He's athletic. He can guard a little bit. We've seen him make a couple cuts. And there goes Kevin Durant. Happy to have him back, Bob Wischusen.
Kaminsky hits a 3 as the Nets just feed from Kyrie Irving. Cameron Payne back the other way. Booker wide open for 3. He connects again.
Cameron Payne does a good job pushing pace. Ball reversal basket.
Kyrie Irving.
Experience.
That last possession by Phoenix with no Ayton on the floor, right? They went 5 out as Kevin gets a tough bucket to go.
Was the largest lead for Phoenix as it got to double figures for the first time as Payne glides to the goal, one hand. Payne left alone again. Another wide open 3. They're taking advantage when the Nets leave these 3-point shooters alone. Booker hit one. Kaminsky hit one. Now Payne gets in the act. There's Green swooping to the goal. Kyrie Irving for 3. along with Kyrie Irving. Although we're not expecting to see James Harden anytime soon, as DeAndre
in the league in offensive efficiency. Just 24th in defensive efficiency, and that's everybody's questions as they give up an offensive defense. They're 13th and 15th as Kevin goes off the dribble. And what I wonder, Bob, is, yeah, we've grinded with the pieces we have, but the fact of the matter is the pieces that will play haven't played together, and he's right.
And hands it off to Kyrie. Coming up on a minute to go in the first half. Irving got caught along the baseline, but finds.
You've got him bottled up in that position, and Kyrie just waits. He hangs and waits.
Torrey Craig with a triple. Down to the last 40 of the first half. Here's Durant in the mid-range. Off the window, and perfect to hold for one. 5 seconds to go in the half. Here's Durant. Shot fake, leans in. The tip follow is there for Durant. Remember, it was a 23-game absence with the hamstring strain before he came back a handful of games ago. And they had him for this afternoon's game. He expects Kevin Durant's got a little bit more in the tank after only missing 3 games as Joe Harris. Ayton tries to seal on Durant. The jump hook is pure.
That is a point of pride for Kevin Durant. He loves to guard. He's better, I think, than people think on the defensive end, Kevin.
Booker. Book it from straight away.
Well, so Pat is electric when he starts cooking offensively.
He's up to 17 as Kyrie Irving stays red here for Brooklyn. So he is easily within sight of that number today as Durant will lob one for the throwdown by Jordan. Chris Paul for the lead. He is able to put Phoenix right back. Paul floats one. Ayton finishes.
He's made, and Joe Harris has to guard him at the rim.
Irving weaving in the lane with the left hand off.
Your open teammate, just perfectly done.
Off balance does not matter for Kevin Durant. Durant glides in for the throwdown. Booker drives it at Jordan with the left hand, swooping in, and he gets it to go.
I mean, how dynamic is that young man as a scorer?
Irving back outside, sets up Shamet for 3. Cam Johnson. A long rebound to Mikal Bridges. He ties the game.
I love that. It's just communication.
Well, in this league, you don't have much time to say it, and the shot's up before you know it, as Booker is left alone. They both step. 2 net defenders. Irving to the corner. Tyler Johnson hits one right in front of the netspin. Jeff Green the other way. He accelerates. Lays it in. Beautiful strength from sun up this morning to this point, and to be playing with that level of energy as Durant tries a 3 and knocks another one down.
Western Conference Finals, and Enes Kanter, Ramadan calendar fell at that particular time. They really just to get up and do it to the best of your ability. According to Enes, he just said, I would get up before daylight.
5 seconds to go in the quarter. Cameron Johnson can't knock it down, but an easy put.
Contact on board. We just can't hope they come to us.
Thanks so much, Steve.
You got it. Thank you.
Bob, back to you.
Well, there is Durant. Straight away connected.
Philadelphia are formidable opponents that they would have to get by. And if they get the number 1 seed, obviously they only have to get by one of them.
Facing up on the defensive specialist, Javon Carter. Takes him in the lane and puts it down. Blake Griffin sees a lane, takes advantage, and he'll go to the pass, thrown to nowhere. Chris Paul turns it over, and Green the other way. Tips home his own miss. Cam Johnson to Ayton, gathers, finishes, plus the foul. Into a new regime as Kyrie Irving gets under the bucket, sets up Durant. Yes.
Turnovers, like that's the only thing that's pinched him at all in the time missed.
Joe Harris drives, misses, and follows. 7.
Boy, how about the Suns' schedule? So today, Nets. Tomorrow, Knicks, hottest team in the league. You return home that first game, and it's a brutal one.
Booker for 3 that are in the lineup today. They have been the offensive story as Griffin lays one in. Paul leans in. At pass, stolen by Griffin. Griffin the other way, gives it up to Harris, and the reverse is good.
Back-to-back, where Kyrie is battling. Nice drive. Wow. You know, when asked, I basically said I think Brooklyn can do it. 3 incredible late-game finishers as Joe Harris.
Job of filling in the holes we thought might be left with what they gave up to get James Harden, as Booker is able. Straightaway 3. Chris Paul rattles home a 3 and gets it back. We'll go at Griffin. Creates some space. Griffin fell back. Phoenix. It looks like it will be back-to-back losses to the Celtics and then the Nets as Kevin Durant and 14 of Durant's 33